But first, take a look at TikTok and Instagram right now and you'll find festive show-stopping door displays popping up everywhere.
Christmas wreath is more popular than ever, and here to show you how you can craft your own is renowned florist Ronny Colbie. Ronny, welcome.
Welcome.
Lovely to see you.
So nice to have you here.
And I'm hoping today to be able to make something that... Don't.
I'm not. I think you've got
go
this.
On my door.
You'll be able to make it, I
very
promise. It's an amazing time to be here, so thank you very much.
Pleasure.
You're very welcome.
To kick off the festive season with a fabulous wreath.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a showstopper on the front of the door. It welcomes you home, doesn't it?
It does, and those who pass by get to admire it as well, hopefully,
Yeah.
Phil.
No, they just burst out laughing.
No, they won't.
Let's see. Let's see.
So this is the one here. That's a beauty.
Yes. So this is our Love Actually wreath, which is our most popular selling wreath.
Gorgeous.
And today we're going to demonstrate how to make that in 7 minutes.
So a lot of people would say, looking at it straight away, how long's that going to last? It's real foliage. It's, you know, beginning of December. Well, it's not even December yet.
Well, the thing about a Christmas wreath is it's just meant to last throughout the festive season. So it should last a month with proper care.
Yeah.
Our wreaths are made with a natural kind of moss base. So even if you're worried about it drying out, you can soak the back with water, let it dry out, and then hang it back on the door, and that gives, like, ultimate
But also
freshness.
it's outside, so it's cold.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's not
as well,
gonna,
yeah.
It's not going to dry out too quickly.
Well, we had a very kind of warm November, didn't we? So
Yeah.
hopefully December is a little bit
chillier.
cooler, so we can enjoy the wreaths longer.
Right, you show us what to do. We're watching.
So it's kind of a step-by-step, and I'll start with the first step, which is the base of the wreath. So you can get this from any kind of craft shop, any garden centre, Amazon if you must, but always good to shop local. This is the kind of base to your wreath. And it is the structure like the canvas, if that makes sense. So everything will be added on top of this, and it kind of is the beginning of the whole story, if that makes sense. So the first step is adding moss to the wreath. So you can buy this, it's called spag moss, which they sell at any garden centre. They also sell at any local florist to you. It's really good. You know, it comes really moist when you get it, so your hands get dirty. You have to roll up your sleeves. So
how do you stick it on?
So you've got this frame here, which you lay the moss down to, but you want to make sure that the wreath is, the moss is really compact to the ring.
Oh, it's
and
picture wire.
The tighter that it is, you use this real wire to attach it by simply kind of going around the frame like so.
And that kind of keeps it all in one place.
Exactly. And the tighter that you do this, the more firm your wreath is going to be. Do you know sometimes when you pick up a wreath and it seems a bit flimsy, or it looks like it's going into an egg shape?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you've got that all in place...
Yeah. So the next bit is adding your foliage to the wreath. So you have bits of foliage that you would take from offcuts of the Christmas tree. You know, it's a good way to kind of save some money at this time of year.
Yeah.
Traditionally, Christmas wreaths were made for, like, a symbolism of friendship, and they were made during hard times. So people used things like in the garden to salvage, or they used offcuts of the Christmas tree to put them together. So traditionally, everybody uses different types of pine.
And that's held on with picture wire as well,
It is, yeah. So you can use eucalyptus, you can use holly, you can use any hardy foliage that you can get from, you know, the garden or any local garden centre.
Okay, so tell us what we have to do.
Great. So once the wreath is fully
you have done the
greened-
hard bit for us here, I think, actually. Quite lucky we can jump in at this stage.
Yeah, so you guys have the fun decorative bit, which is when you go to any wreath making workshop, this is what it's like. So I've pulled out the same bits as what's on that wreath there in front of you. And you always start with your bows last.
Okay.
Bows last. So you have with you a glue gun. And you want to start with, like, the hydrangeas, which you can get at this time of year from the garden as well. Or most people got dogs during lockdown, so if they're in the forest, they can go and pick these dried hydrangeas. You're doing your neighbour a favour if you prune them. So you can spray the hydrangeas once they're dried any colour you want. We did red. And to attach them, you just simply glue the back of the hydrangeas.
Oh, I don't want to ruin this.
Oh, don't worry, I'm only doing one side.
Okay, and then where?
And then you
anywhere.
Pull up the greenery on one side.
Yeah.
And you slide it in and hold it there.
Shouldn't you have Floristry 3?
Yeah, there should be 3.
I've got a spare.
I've only got 2.
Yeah, actually, I think there's another 2 in there.
So if you're looking for symmetry...
It's supposed to be odd colours in... odd numbers in Floristry, isn't it?
3s and 5s we tend to work in,
I thought so.
So if you like symmetry, you
knowing your stuff.
Shot myself there.
If you prefer symmetry, you can place everything on your wreath in the way you'd like to see it finished. Or otherwise, you can just be a bit free-flowing. You know, Christmas wreaths are about personal taste as well, so feel free to throw your own flair in there.
OK, look at that. So I'm on with those. I'm looking at what you've done over there. Oh, you've got loads of those things blobbed everywhere. Yeah.
So the next step would be your pine cones.
Yeah.
And again, pine cones you can find for
See, now the
your
thing
garden.
is, I'm not a great fan of nature stuff sprayed. I quite like
You like it natural.
things.
So
can
just
I
don't
put
spray
more
it.
orange on than
Then spray
gold.
cones.
Sprayed
Yes, of
cones.
course. You can do whatever you like.
Thank you.
So again, you just apply a big clob of glue at the bottom, and you find the section of the wreath that you think would complement.
And are you going for the 3-5 method of putting the cones on and the oranges?
I would do. Just putting the cones on, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave you with the cones, and I'm just going to go with the orange.
With the oranges as well, you can
I've run out of
dehydrate limes, or you can use any types of citrus fruit, and you can do this at home in your oven.
Do you just sort of dehydrate them?
Yeah, you just keep it at a very low temperature in your oven for a long
Tell you
period
what,
of time.
you need a glue gun, don't you?
You do.
I mean, and you need to be careful with a glue gun.
Exactly. I don't have liability insurance for you two, so please be careful.
We will be careful.
Doesn't bother. We're completely expensive.
So this is quite a good way, because I was actually putting up some decorations yesterday, and there's always a few sort of balls that you go, where did they go? And you sort of get left, it's like putting up a flat pack furniture and you're ended with stuff. So this is quite a good way of using up those bits of decorations that you maybe don't want anymore, haven't used.
Exactly. And also throughout the year, you can think of things when you're out on walks or in your garden that might look good in a wreath, dry it out, pick it. So it's a complete creative process, and you can go, it seems intimidating, and you can go into as much detail with them as you'd like, but it also is a fun activity. So I think a lot of people forget that it's fun.
When you've finished it, how do you hang it on your door?
So if you have a wooden door, you can simply apply a nail to your door, or you can have the bow go around the door over the top and then connect to the handle on the other side.
Yeah.
But if you have a glass door or a window door, we suggest getting heavy-duty command strips, which you can get at B&Q or on Amazon. And depending on the size of the wreath that you're creating, you can see the weight of the command strip. So if it's a small wreath, you can go for a smaller command strip.
I'm really enjoying myself, I've got to say.
Yeah.
Quite like stuff like this.
Yeah, it's nice.
It feels nice.
It's a very popular
activity. It feels like you're getting
activity.
ready for Christmas.
Yeah. And the
Yours
thing
looks
is,
lovely.
oh, don't be so surprised.
No, I'm not. But I quite like. Do you know what? I think you're right on the cone front.
Yeah.
I think it's the gold. Like the gold's quite bright, isn't it?
Well, everybody likes gold and green and red at Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't they? So if you prefer natural, you can go with greys and whites. Winter whites are quite popular as
maybe
well.
it's because I haven't got all the other bits on. I like an orange though.
Yeah. Limes are pretty as well, they're green. So to finish the wreath off, you have your lovely plush velvet bow, which adds a little bit of luxury to it.
Yeah. I've got a feeling when I hang this up, it's all going to fall off.
I was actually, do you know, I was thinking exactly the same thing. The first time there is even a breath of wind,
I know.
this is going to be stripped bare.
Yeah.
So you take your wire,
Yeah.
and you just take the two ends together.
Oh.
And you pull up a piece of foliage to see the moss at the back.
Yeah.
And push the velvet bow straight through.
OK, you ready? Hold your breath, everyone. This is like in the bake-off when they carry the cake over to Prue and Paul's table.
Oh, it looks lovely.
That's
Better than
not
mine.
bad, is it?
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm not sure, but I think I might have
Come on, Phil, how'd you do?
come apart at the bow here.
Are you all right?
This is it. Yeah, I'd like a little bit more time, but just
I think you just
got
wedge
other
it.
stuff to do. Right, here we go.
The thing is, you can spend hours doing your wreath, and if you make a mistake, you can always go back and fix it again.
Yeah.
There's no pressure.
Yeah.
So, Phil, don't worry, you can take it home and play.
Ah, it's very nice.
Fabulous.
It's definitely door-worthy.
It's not too bad, is it?
It's very good.
I wouldn't be hideously embarrassed for people to walk past.
No, I think it's lovely. Thank you.
Thank you as
Really
well,
enjoyed
guys.
that.
It's been really
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Very
it.
much.
Thank you.
Right.